Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Aglassim School. So today in this video we are going to discuss about NCERT solutions for class 10th, and the subject which we are doing is English. So let's start with English subject with the book Footprints Without Feet, and from this book we are doing chapter number 9, and the name of the chapter is Bholi. So guys, let's start with the first topic, that is read and find out, from page number 54. So let's turn your book to page number 54, and here on page number 54 question 1 says, why is Bholi's father worried about her? So the answer is, Bholi was different from other children. She neither had good looks nor intelligence. Bholi's father was worried about finding a good bridegroom for Bholi. Let's come to question number 2. Question number 2 says, for what unusual reason is Bholi sent to school? So the answer is, Tehsildar had ordered Bholi's father Ramlal to send his daughter to the school to set an example. Ramlal's wife felt that sending daughters to school would impact their marriage prospectus. However, she said that Bholi could be sent to school because there are anyway less chances of her getting married with such an ugly face and no intelligence. Thus Bholi was sent to school. In page number 55, question number 1 says, does Bholi enjoy her first day at school? So the answer is yes, Bholi enjoyed her first day at school. Initially she was frightened, but she was delighted to find so many girls of her own age present there. She felt that one of the girls might become her friend. Also, there were a lot of pictures on the classroom walls that enticed her. Let's come to question number 2, which says, does she find her teacher different from the people at home? So the answer is yes, she finds her teacher quite different from the people at home. At home she is never spoken to in a polite manner, but her teacher spoke to her in a very soothing way. At home she was disregarded for stammering, but her teacher encouraged her to speak with more confidence instead of making fun of her. This touched her heart. So guys, let's come to page number 58. Turn your book to page number 58, and here question number 1 says, why do Bholi's parents accept Bishambar's marriage proposals? So the answer is, Bholi's parents accepted Bishambar's marriage proposal because they thought that Bholi might never get another marriage proposal and might stay unmarried for her entire life. Bishambar was a well-to-do grocer and had not asked for dowry too. Let's come to question number 2, which says, why does the marriage not take place? So the answer is, when Bishambar saw the pock marks on Bholi's face, he demanded 5,000 rupees from Ramlal. Because of the demand of dowry, Bholi refused to get married to him. Now, let's come to page number 62, and the topic is think about it. And from page number 62, question number 1 says, Bholi had many apprehensions about going to school. What made her feel that she was going to a better place than her home? Answer is, Bholi had many apprehensions about going to school. She had seen Lakshmi, their old cow, getting sold out. When Bholi was given clean clothes to wear, was bathed, and her hair was oiled, she felt that she was going to a better place than her home. Now let's come to question number 2, which says, how did Bholi's teacher play an important role in changing the course of her life? So the answer is, Bholi's teacher did not make fun of her stammering like others used to do. She encouraged her to speak without any fear. Unlike others, she was polite to Bholi. She played an important role in changing the course of her life and making her a confident person who could read, write and speak with clarity. So this is all for question number 2. Now moving to question number 3, which says, why did Bholi at first agree to an unequal match? Why did she later reject the marriage? What does this tell us about her? So the answer is, Bholi agreed to the unequal match at the first because she had overheard her parents talking about the marriage proposals. They were concerned about her marriage and thought that this was the best proposal Bholi could get, as the man had not even asked for dowry. On the day of marriage, when the bridegroom saw Bholi's pockmarks, he demanded a dowry of 5,000 rupees. He humiliated her father for the dowry. That is why she rejected the marriage. She did not want her father to give dowry for her marriage. She was able to take a brave and wise decision on her own. So this is all for question number 3. Let's come to question number 4. So question number 4 says, Bholi's real name is Sulekha. We are told this right at the beginning, but only in the last but one paragraph of the story is Bholi called Sulekha again. Why do you think she is called Sulekha at the point in the story? So the answer is Bholi means simpleton. She never takes her stand. She follows what is told. She even agrees to an unequal match for the sake of her parents. But towards the end of the story, when she sees her father pleading the bridegroom and getting humiliated, she refuses to get married. She is called Sulekha at the point in the story because she is now a mature and intelligent girl who is able to take her own decisions. She is aware of her rights and does not let anyone humiliate her family. So this is the answer for question number 4. Now let's come to page number 62. From page number 62, question 1 says, Bholi's teacher helped her overcome social barriers by encouraging and motivating her. How do you think you can contribute towards changing the social attitudes illustrated in the story? So the answer is we can contribute towards the changing social attitudes illustrated in the story by ensuring that girls and boys are aware of their rights, treating girls and boys equally, giving them equal right to education and employment, saying no to dowry. So this was all for question number 1. Now moving to question number 2. From the same page, page 62. Should girls be aware of the rights and assert them? Should girls and boys have the same right, duties and privileges? What are some of the ways in which society treats them differently? When we speak of human rights, do we differentiate between girls' rights and boys' rights? So the answer is yes. Girls should definitely be aware of their rights and asserts them. Girls and boys must have the same right, duties and privileges. People treat boys and girls differently, especially in village and small towns. Parents tend to spend more on education of boys as compared to girls. They train their daughter to be polite, calm and expert at household chores. When we speak of human rights, law does not differentiate between girls' rights and boys' rights, but this disparity occurs in the society. So this is all for question number 2. Moving to question number 3 from the same page, page 62. Question number 3 says, do you think the character in the story were speaking to each other in English? If not, in which language were they speaking? You can get clues from the names of the person and non-English words used in the story. So the answer is no. The characters in the story were not speaking to each other in English. Words in the text like Pitaji, Tehsildar, Izzat, Nambardar, etc. indicates that the character in the story were speaking in Hindi. So guys, this is all for question number 3 and for the video 2. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you like our video, then hit the like button and share this video with your friends to get updated for more NCERT solutions. And the most important part of the video is that don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, that is Aglasam School. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.